Baker.
Okay.
Okay. My great grandmother's maiden name was Lassie Baker. And my grandmother's last name was Mans and Baker. Like, those were her names before she was married to the weekly. My great grandma married into the weekly, and my grandma married into the weekly.
Okay.
And between them, they had all these damn weeklies.
So, how many siblings do you have?
My brothers and sisters. Well, I have 4 on my mom's side. I have 2 brothers and 3 sisters. There was 6 of us.
Okay, so out of your immediate family, how many kids did you have?
I had 10. I had 10 kids.
And you have how many grandchildren?
18.
18. Okay, so that's out of 6. I ain't even went to the other 5.
That's a game.
Cause I think you told me how many grandchildren your mama had?
My grandmother, when she left this world, she was like, okay, I'm gonna break it down like this.
Yeah. This family lineage. This is why I'm doing
my
this, y'all. This
grandmother,
is family
Vatty Weekly, Vatty Vance, Vatty Baker, whatever they wanted to call her before she was a weekly.
Yeah.
Was her father's, which is Joseph Mans, which is my great granddad.
Okay.
That was his only child. That one seed. She bare 9 kids of her own.
Okay. So the
which
only
is
child.
my mama now.
Okay.
Okay.
It's your mama now.
And
them
out of 9, she had 57 grandkids.
57.
I'm one of them.
You one of them
just my
57?
auntie, yeah. I'm one of
Okay.
the 57 just from my uncles and my aunties.
That only child. Boy, look at that only child.
One seed.
57.
One seed, man.
Woo!
So, when she left here,
She got a nation.
She passed away in 2008. She was the hood granny. Like, I've seen my grandmother sew up gunshot wounds in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
She was one
Nah,
of
she
them.
a
them
third
Bumpy
grade.
Johnson them days.
Yeah.
She was,
Nah, she was too.
That's Bumpy Johnson them days.
the miracles and the shit I seen my grandmother do, man, like, it was just, and I think that's what's wrong with the youth. They ain't got no big mamas no more.
Yeah.
Nah, that's 100% fact.
Yeah, hey, listen,
That's 100% fact.
Big Mama kicked the bad niggas' ass.
Yeah.
Bad uncle over there,
Big Mama, the big ankles and the long house coat and even the funny smell.
Yeah.
Baby, look,
Yeah.
Big Mamas.
That been
Facts.
gay. That's that been gay. Yeah.
Nah,
Ain't
real
no
talk.
more. You a big mama at 32. You ain't getting Thanksgiving dinners. You getting crab legs and shrimp.
So
shit. That's the generation we under.
Not to put your age out there, which I know you done said a couple times, but you are 60s, late 60s, or 70s. No, you 70s. You 70s, baby.
I'm a middle 70s.
You middle 70s, okay. So what was it like? Was there ever any togetherness in Chicago for black people? See, can you tell us a little history about was black people ever vibrant in Chicago?
Yeah.
Because I remember you told me you used to help with volunteer with
getting people to vote.
You done this as a young person.
Getting people to vote. Yeah.
So can you tell us about
and that was under the Growth and Development Establishment.
Yes.
Okay.
We did a lot of positive things for the youth. You see,
Yeah,
we
that's what's
had
up.
yearly events. We had toy drives. We helped a lot of people. We had protests. We had marches. We got a lot of bad people out of office. Like back then, it was political back then. Political prisoner, you know, it was political back then.
And this was young people getting involved in this kind of stuff.
Yes, very young. They were running for aldermen, like they were really trying to get involved with their community. I don't even see why they labeled as being gang affiliated, because it was truly an organization.
So back then.
Hold on. So you mean to tell me this? And I don't mean to cut you off, dude.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I've always said, man, gangs ain't never done nothing positive. Gangs ain't never started out right. So you mean to tell me? You mean to tell me that?
But organizations do, and they can be portrayed as a gang because some of the activities that goes around their organization, they could be a product of, like, they could be involved in some shit that ain't got nothing to do with it because of who they affiliated with. But motherfuckers get cut off. Like, you get cut off. Like, bondage. Move to the side. We're not dealing with you no more.
So when I was in a juvenile facility, right? We played Crips and Bloods. And then there was the other faction.
Is that anything like the BDs and GDs?
No, this is what I'm going to explain to you. When I look back in hindsight, right? We was playing Crips and Bloods, but then there was a small faction of black guys that was playing GD and BD.
Exactly.
And they was,
exactly.
When I look back now, they was totally different than us.
Exactly. They was.
One of these niggas didn't even talk. That nigga Greg Henry didn't even speak. Remember that nigga Greg Henry? Homie?
Yeah.
He was nigga leader. Homie. That nigga didn't talk.
Yeah.
I never heard that nigga. And man, that nigga didn't even talk.
You know what, Charles? That's true. And when I went to prison, bro.
I don't know what y'all talking about. I ain't never been there.
And when I went to prison, I got an opportunity to see a whole nother side, right?
Yeah.
One thing I can say about GDs, they always believed in knowledge.
Yeah.
They always believed in organization.
Growth.
They always believed in coming together. So because I dealt with a lot of them on the inside, right? And by me dealing with them, I got an opportunity to see that now they really want what's best for their people. This what I see with my own eyes. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I see then you had, don't get me wrong, you had, prime example, you had Crips that tried to follow their literature. Yeah. Which was, you don't do. Yeah. But I think a lot of people were trying to really mimic the way they organized each other. Yeah. The way they came together. The way because they came together. It wasn't that many of them.
I perceived that as a weakness. See, when we were kids, I thought them niggas were weak. That's why we would kind of fight.
Exactly.
That's why we thought them niggas weak, homie.
Exactly.
Because they were really trying to structure and get game and grow. I remember them niggas was saying growth and development back then.
Back
91, 92.
Back then.
Not now. They were saying that back then. We were kids, but it wasn't until I grew up. And I started thinking, I said, man, niggas used to think Greg Henry was weak because he didn't talk. And them niggas were really trying to get home. We was crashing out.
Facts.
They wasn't really crashing out.
Facts.
We was making them niggas crash out because we thought they were weak. We were fucking with them. But they wasn't crashing out. So no, we had a war with them niggas for a long time. Yeah, we had a war with and man, I was pushing that war with them because I perceived them as weak because them niggas had literature they was reading. They had them niggas had some literature.
Education, man.
We was just crashing out with just dumb. Yeah. So, but in hindsight, as I begin to mature and get older, I'm saying, okay, I learned about Larry Hoover over the years, studying about him and how he evolved from gangster to growth and development. And I said, man, he was changing them niggas as kids way from Chicago back then. He would change. Them niggas were more positive than us. Them niggas were doing good on the dorms. Them niggas was learning the skills. And them white folk were teaching us some good shit. But because the literature that they was getting from Chicago, them niggas were moving totally different than us.
And that's what kind of tripped me out, where we at right now. I see Chicago. And I see the way they done divided. The way they done divided.
But it's not even like that. It's like from where I come from and what's going on around me, they sex tripping, man. They sex tripping.
That's what I'm saying.
They sex tripping. You got GDs going against GDs. You got BDs going against BDs. Like, it don't matter what you is. If you don't like this particular set, you can come with us.
Right.
If you don't like them, come over here. We don't care what she is. We everybody killer. You see what I'm saying? It's no structure. It's no structure in what's going on now. Everybody high here. Everybody see the gleam in the glass.
You know what you said to me that the world need to hear? I remember you said, man, damn near everybody your son dish you went to school with, you knew them people.
No.
And you was like,
man, now that I grew up with a lot of him that they into it with. Not only they parents, but they kinfolks. Like I've been to a lot of schools and I know a lot of people. I'm like in Chicago, if you say Big Sheen or Sheena, they gonna know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
So most of it's just like here. most of the young killers, their daddies was the killers. And they don't feel the shoes of their daddies.
Basically, because a lot of them is either dead or in jail.
Yeah, and so now, a lot of the beefs in the streets are getting settled because this daddy know this daddy from the street.
Yeah, and it could help. But
it helps
if
a
you
lot.
ain't got control over your damn kids, now you listening.
Hey, what it do, y'all? What it do? Now, y'all got an opportunity to see a little small portion of the gang-related show that we did with FBG, Doug Mom, Charleston, and everything, right? Now, I want y'all to be able to go over there to the gang-related podcast. And I want y'all to be able to look at the whole interview. And when y'all look at the whole interview, y'all gonna be able to get a lot out of it. And the most important thing that I want y'all to get out of it is that we speak to those individuals that's been incarcerated. We speak to those individuals that's you know, been in this lifestyle. You know, that done did this here, that done did that. We done spoke to those people, right? But we never get the opportunity to feel the hurt, the pain that goes on with the mother. They got to wake up and hear about their son. We never ever sat down and listened to the mother that was going through certain kind of addictions. We never got an opportunity to speak to the mother that can truly say, hey, I know what I did wrong. I know what I could have done better that might could have worked for my kids in the future. Right? So this interview is very, very inspiring, man. It's very inspiring. And I'm hoping that y'all get a lot out of it, man. But I'm not going to take y'all long because I need y'all to go check out the new gang-related, the new Game, G-A-M-E, podcast. We launching a new Instagram page. We launching everything. So with that being said, man, y'all tap in and let's get it, man.